The way to find what your perfect posture looks like is to stand against the wall. So we want ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and midfoot or ankle, which isn't exactly midfoot, to be in a completely straight line. The way to practice that is basically to stand against the wall. You want your heels to be against the wall, then you feel your hips against the wall. Then as you bring your chest up, your shoulder blades flat against the wall, and then you want to retract your chin to where the back of your head hits the wall. Then once you're able to maintain this posture, you want to try to relax into that position. So this is me squeezing the dickens out of it, trying to stand as perfectly straight as I can, with my core tight, with my chest up, with my shoulder blades back. Now I'm relaxing into the posture, maintaining the same, see, I forget about my head too, maintaining sort of the same balance of joints. A lot of people can't do that right from the jump. So what I recommend is start with your heels, with your feet, as far away from the wall as you need to make sure your butt, middle and upper back, and back of the head is flat against the wall. And then as time progresses, go ahead and bring your heels in closer and closer. What you can't hit up against the wall indicates what you need to work on. Let me know, and instead of me giving you 1,000 exercises now, let me know where your restrictions are, and then I'll provide another exercise. So that's exercise number 1. How does that relate to sitting? Once you get butt to head in a perfect line, you'll have that skill of knowing how to balance yourself or how to stack yourself on the chair. No one sits or stands perfectly all the time. I certainly don't. But if you want to set an alarm to go off every 5 minutes to remind you, oh, I'm supposed to have a rope on the top of my head, pulling myself up to the ceiling, aligning my head over shoulders with a neutral spine, with not overdoing the pelvis, keeping it neutral. Sitting that way, that alarm reminds you that, hey, you're slouching, bring it back. So your daily exercise program would start with 10 minutes of just trying to stand straight against the wall, getting that sensation, improving that technique. Then once you have an idea of what stacked properly feels like, then you can begin to come off the wall and try to maintain that posture. You can video yourself. You can have someone watching you to see if you're swaying forward or slouching. But better yet, you can sense or feel when your body is not in alignment. And trust me, it is very easy after 4 or 5 minutes to start bringing that head forward, to start slouching those shoulders. And you'll actually begin to feel it in your lower back when you do that. That's an opportunity for you to pull shoulders back slightly. It's not this, it's just this, just real slight, and pull head back slightly.
That's nice that you get points when you're sitting.
So once that you have completed 10 minutes for the first week against the wall, and then 10 to 20 minutes a couple times a day the second week, standing away from the wall, getting the sensation of alignment, then grab a couple of weights or gallons of water or shopping bags that are 10 to 20 pounds each, and then you just want to load this perfect posture that you've been working on. And cues for you are feeling the balance on the middle of your foot, making sure you bring your belly in slightly. It's not this, it's not a big weightlifting brace, it's just a little bit of core tightness. And then you want to bring your shoulders back slightly. It's not this, we don't want to overdo it, but then we want to bring chest up just a little bit. Then we want to bring head back with your weights, with the goal of holding that position for 1 minute for 5 minutes. Once that becomes easy and you feel in alignment, go up and weight 5 pounds until you get about 50 pounds in each hand for 1 minute. If you want a progression here, once you're able to maintain the perfect posture, holding 20 to 25 pounds each side, you can progress to just holding on one side, so an offset carry. So you just maintain your feet shoulder width apart, chest slightly up, belly slightly tucked, head slightly back, shoulders slightly back. Notice everything's slight and subtle. And then you're just holding one weight, whether it's a dumbbell, shopping bag, gallon of water, and you're just maintaining that posture. I wouldn't go above 25 pounds here. You'll feel it moving and you'll feel your body trying to adapt to it. Your core will start to get tighter. That's fine. Just make sure you still maintain that spinal alignment. So, to review, you've got your exercise of standing against the wall. The progression for that is grabbing a couple of weights, standing here for 5 rounds of 1 minute. You can certainly do it throughout the day if you want to. Set an alarm every 5 minutes to straighten your posture. Remember, it's a skill. And then you progress to just one arm for 1 minute, 5 rounds. The second exercise I want you to show, the next exercise is a row. You can get one of these sets of bands for $20 to $30 online. It comes with a door anchor where you can anchor it in a closed door. You want to grab your handles. You want to go chest up a little more than you would do in your perfect posture because we're trying to activate the musculature in the back. You want to squeeze your core a little more than you would in your mountain pose. Then you want to bring your elbows back to your rib cage, squeezing your shoulder blades together. If that brings your chest up, that's fine. Just make sure your core is tight. And then straighten your arms. The bands have slack in it because I don't have any further, I can't go further back. But your band should be straight and tension on it. Keep that tension between your shoulder blades, bringing elbows back again. So your progression from that exercise, once you do that for a couple of weeks, is going to be grab a couple of light dumbbells and hinging over, so bending at the hips with that perfect neutral spine and doing the same motion. Your dumbbells will be here. You'll bring your elbows to the rib cage, boom, squeezing your shoulder blades together and then bringing it down. Make sure that head stays back. It's really important that you don't drop the head or around the shoulders during this exercise. It will put pressure on the lower back. Start light and work your way up every week. As you progress, you can also hinge over more and more and more, making it more difficult, making the lower back work even more, which is what we want. We want to improve the musculature, but slowly over time. So some closing thoughts. Progress slowly over time, a few minutes one day, develop the skill. You can do it several times a day if you'd like. Move up slowly. If you feel pain, stop doing it and then regress. Make sure your workstation is set up to where your monitor is at eye level. Everything else will fall in line after that. And again, I would not use a brace. Hit me up if you have any questions. I'll be happy to have a phone call with you or an online session, whatever you would like. It won't cost you anything. Be happy to help. Peace.